Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to you. We are picking up this game midway through game number 2 here as we see closest to your screen Mitch Hargraves and Amelia Schmidt, who took game 1 11 points to 3. So they hold the 1 game advantage at this point in time. And on the far side of the court, you do see Katie Hart and Lucas Pascoe, who are fighting and battling hard, but still trailing on that scoreboard. My name is Ben Abbott. Thank you so much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen, and joining us here once again in Redcliffe for the PPA Pickleball Tour Australia. It is the third and final event of season number 1 and day 3 of competition here for the mixed doubles open competition. My name is Ben Abbott. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you. Good morning once again. And good morning to you, my co-commentator, Jazz Almaguer. Welcome once again.
Thank you for having me.
Very, very excited. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Beautiful day turning on, of course, and all the pickleball action red hot.
Just short there.
And in control is Mitch and Amelia. They unfortunately haven't been pressured or peppered as much as maybe what Katie and Lucas can produce, who had an incredible semi-final earlier on that centre court. And you just see Mitch Hargraves just as casual and as cool as he likes, finding the perimeter of the court, getting yet another point there for their combination of Schmidt and Hargraves.
Yeah, they are definitely in control here in this game, feeling very comfortable. They have good rhythm.
ATP, no good. Love the attempt though.
Yes, I love it. We love a good ATP.
They got the scoreboard freedom. Yeah. You know, why not have a crack? The opportunity absolutely presented itself as well, so good on her.
Great hands from Katie there.
That is a massive point, and that is the first time we've seen across the 2 games as well that we've seen Katie Hart actually light up. Yeah. She has been a little bit introverted, which is uncharacteristic from her.
I think once she finds her rhythm, and that goes for any player as well. You know, you got to find your rhythm in the game. Try to get yourself more into the point, and we'll see that from Katie, I think, coming up.
Yep, so we just saw a glimpse of it there. Unfortunately, yeah, just that's been the product of the game so far. Just not getting that paddle connection that she'd want to. She obviously is an aggressive style player.
Pascoe going for a little bit too much there, but a good serve can lead to a short return, so you can see what he was trying to do there. Great shot by Amelia.
All right there, almost on all fours to get that return back. But, you know, these past couple of points, Katie got a massive, massive point and showed her emotion early and then had an error. Good rallying point there. Couple of points now in succession here for Hart and Pascoe.
Right, and that is definitely, I mean, that's just a sneak peek of their potential as a team. I think it's hard to come back from a slow start and find your rhythm, but they have all the potential to do it, so I'm excited if they're going to be able to get themselves back into this game. Net cord doesn't help, though, sometimes.
No, and that is, yeah, luck favouring the brave. From Amelia and Mitch, who are just dialed in. They're in the zone. They're in the pickle groove, we'll call it. Oh, there it is. Really quick speed up there once again. Right. The paddle speed from Mitch Hargraves, I think, is almost second to none across the tour here in Australia. Great
hands. Just long there on the serve. And I think when playing against a team like Amelia and Mitch, I think I would try to, you know, gain some rhythm. Like, let's extend the points a little bit long. We're seeing a lot of short rallies. And so if Katie and Lucas can just inject themselves a little bit more into the point and just make the point last 1 shot longer, I think it would position them well.
I think that's a great shout. You know, a lot of the players on the Australian scene are quite aggressive, the style of play that they have.
Something I have noticed very much while being here.
And yeah, the patience game you talk about, yeah, it's a different strategy, but that comes down to, you know, being composed on and off the ball.
Keyword there.
Lucas Pascoe. What a hammer that is.
Right. And that's why I love mix. You know, you'll see your left side players just come in and take that middle ball and punish.
So we've got a timeout called here by Amelia Schmidt and Mitch Hargraves, who have just ever so slightly felt a rhythm and a groove switch coming from Katie and Lucas, who are finding their feet midway through this second game.
Absolutely. Hopefully they are, a little bit behind. It's not something that they can inch their way back into. But it does apply, a little bit of pressure that's hard to deal with.
And every single play and point counts. And you speak about the momentum of it all as well, Jas. It's simple plays where you're getting a side out. You're not necessarily getting a point. You get the opportunity on serve to then obviously achieve a point. And it's a patience game. It's a chip away. It's a headspace game as well.
Absolutely. I think definitely right now Lucas and Katie's strategy is to go for high percentage shots and just wait for that opportunity to be able to punish Mitch and Amelia on maybe a potential pop-up or, a put-away. But patience is definitely what's going to help them get back into this game and feeling comfortable.
Yeah, super, super important. Massive shout-out to Joola as well, our naming rights partner of the PPA Pickleball Tour Australia. Getting things back underway here with Katie Hart serving. Firefight aggression there from Mitch Hargraves. It just took matters into his own hands.
Absolutely.
Some red-hot defense as well from Lucas and Katie, and paddle speed.
Great digs.
Absolutely. Right back at you, says Lucas. This young gun, of course. We mentioned earlier, he's the #1 draft pick of the MLP Australia competition.
He is, and he is a full of talent, young, next generation of pickleball.
17 years old, I believe.
Wow. He has his entire future ahead of him.
Great awareness there. That's experience from Amelia Schmidt. Happy to let that ball sail beyond the baseline. We speak about the draft as well. It's coming up the next season. Season number 2 of the PPA Pickleball Tour and the MLP Australia Tour. July 4th. We reset the stage for season 2.
And Mitch punishing that pop-up right there, finding his spot, executing perfectly. Great lead from Lucas there.
Very interesting time right now. Obviously, Mitch and Amelia in the hot seat and within reaching distance of yet another gold medal match. We got the Triple Crown already. Looking for the Quad Crown. Another Triple Crown. What do you call a Quad Crown? Jazz, you got some insight to that?
I think if, paired with the MLP event that we have here, I think a Quad Crown would be possible. I don't know if we would have one, though, this event.
It's good patience here right now. Both teams just biding their time. Lucas speed up. Right back at you.
And Amelia
finds the baseline.
Yeah.
And Lucas Pascoe acknowledging that as well, just recognizing game versus game.
Right. And I think that's the first point that we've seen this match that has gone that way. We've seen multiple shots in the kitchen. And great speed ups. Not much you can do there.
Not at all. So with that point there and that play, it'll bring
point
up a game and match point here.
Mm-hmm.
ATP Amelia Schmidt gets it done. Wrapping things up, convincing fashion. 11-3, 11-5. And Mitch Hargraves, Amelia Schmidt through to the gold medal match yet again, Jazz.
Yet again. They are such an experienced team. They know how to play together. They know how to win together. They know how to readjust. It's definitely a really tough team to beat. I think that, Katie and Lucas, they had a strategy maybe a little bit too late in the game, and Amelia and Mitch made it almost look a little bit too easy.
Yeah, and I think it's just at this level as well. It's the team that finds their groove early is the team that's going to probably come out on top, and unless you allow the other team to get back into the space. But ladies and gentlemen, that is semi-final number 1 done and dusted. Mitch Hargraves, Amelia Schmidt through to yet another gold medal match as we check out the scenes across the courts on your screen. What a beautiful day it is once again here in Redcliffe, about 20 minutes north of the Queensland capital, Brisbane, on the east coast of Australia. Pickleball fans of Australia, the world, and the Pickleverse, thank you once again for tuning in and joining us. Our next match here on court, not too far away. We're looking forward to bringing you that coverage as well. But for now, we'll go to a short break and bring you back. Once again, my name is Ben Abbott. This has been Jazz. Alan McGear, we are live here in Redcliffe. Looking forward to closing out day 3 of the PPA Pickleball Tour here in Australia. We'll see you shortly.
We'll see you shortly. Thank you, Ben.
Good morning, afternoon. It's around that time of the day where we're figuring out where we're at, just before midday here in Redcliffe. Once again, welcome, pickleball fans of Australia, the world, and the Pickleverse. My name is Ben Abbott, your lead caller here this morning for this backdraw semi-final between these two fantastic teams of our sports. And joining me courtside once again is our co-commentator, Jas Al-McGill. Welcome to you.
Thank you. Back at it. Let's go. More pickle.
100%. We love it. And day 3 has turned it on as well. We've recognised the beautiful weather that is sunny Queensland. So Redcliffe, about 20 minutes north of the capital, Brisbane, in Queensland on the east coast of Australia. For all those international viewers, a beautiful part of the world. If you ever venture down under, definitely come and check out Redcliffe and this fantastic venue of the Redcliffe Tennis Centre. It is the third and final round of the PPA Pickleball Tour here in Australia. And the final day before we redraw the draft on July 4th for Season 2 in a couple of months. How exciting is that?
Wow, that's Independence Day out in the U.S.
Oh, represent.
Represent. Well, we have one U.S. player here on the court. We got Wes Gabrielson, Pickleball Hall of Famer, here to serve. We got a score update for you guys. All right, we are at 1 apiece, and this is the backdraw semifinals match, but both of these teams are fighting to get to that bronze medal match.
How good is that format, allowing you a second opportunity? You may not be a top 4 team, but you still have the chance to knock out a team within that space and wiggle your way into a potential bronze medal.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's a great setup. You know, it gives players more opportunities to get more games in and more experience, especially, you know, we have some players obviously traveling all the way from the U.S. to come play this event. Amazing. So that's great.
Amongst many other countries represented here this weekend as well 1,000%. For the Brisbane Championships.
Mm-hmm. And so, ooh, good point. And a
right
great
between the
fight.
Uprights as well, yeah, 100%. So the combinations we do have out here, closest to your screen is Wes Gabrielson, Hall of Famer in the pickleball world. And Yu Shei is his partner, closest to your screen. And they take on the combination of Zach Grabovic and Mickey Hyatt. Michaela Hyatt, a formidable partnership and duo as well.
Absolutely. I think something to take note of here is that we have both ladies playing left side here because both of these gentlemen on the court are left-handed.
That's incredible movement there from the big man, Zach Grabovic. He
so good.
Is so agile for such a big frame.
Oh, yeah. I mean, athletic, coordinated. I mean, his strokes and technique are flawless. And it's something that, you know, is just so natural as well.
Coming up, back up on the top courts for me. So I'll have on court 13, could I have Victoria and Brett, Mimi and Tech. And on court 14, could I have Remy and Michael,
Great
Name and Lee. Could someone please come and collect the score sheet for those matches? I'll have
really good defense once again from Gabrielson and Sheshe.
And great patience as well.
Agreed. We talked about that earlier in previous streams around the different styles of play. Australians have been known to be that little bit more aggressive in their approach, but the patient game is a good game as well.
I agree.
So pressure starting to build here for Zach and Mickey. Just find their groove. Quick score update there. 4-2. So we update that score.
And it's good. It clips the line there.
That's a lovely shot. Sometimes got to use the whole perimeter to find points on the board.
Oh.
I reckon the breeze grabbed that one.
Yeah.
We were talking about the conditions earlier. Obviously a beautiful day. You see those sunny blue skies and the sun streaming down onto this show court, but there is a breeze at the back of the players closest to your screen. Big old firefight here.
Yes, and oh,
Dave Tickler picked up well.
and a reset just wide.
Wow.
I think the wind influenced that ball a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know, but wow, what a great point. Great resets, aggression, defense, a little bit of everything.
Just wide. Nice little speed up. Shea. Such an animated player on the court. Loves her time. Has loved her time on the tour here, down under, across Australia and New Zealand. Of course, the 3 events, Sydney, Auckland, and now Brisbane Championships.
Just short there.
And I love Wes's energy as well. Really matches any partner that he steps on the court with.
Oh, absolutely.
Shot there, Zach Grabovic.
Yes. And I think that's just one of his huge weapons. You know, he has such a great drive. It looks like it's going to sail out, but it dips in and so far into the court. It is such a great shot. Something I would love to have in my arsenal.
Again, just opening up that left shoulder, and he's an animated cat. He's one of the most mentally aggressive players on the scene as a singles player is Zach Grabovic.
Easily a triple threat. I mean, just a threat on the court, regardless of what event he's playing.
Speaking of triple threats, that's 3 back-to-back absolute hammers from Zach Grabovic.
And he's not done.
We've got a timeout called here by Wes and Yu Shea. They are feeling the pressure and the pump here as it's back to a 1-point game. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you. This is the PPA Pickleball Tour Australia Brisbane Championships. We welcome one and all the viewers across Australia, the world, and the Pickleverse, as we've called it. We're really enjoying our time in Redcliffe, a beautiful part of the world and location to wrap up Season 1. Like we mentioned earlier, the Season 2 draft kicks off July 4th, and then the season commences in August. We kick off in the Gold Coast, moving across to Vietnam. That's going to be a spectacular event.
Wow.
And then we wrap up Season 2, the championships, the finals for Season 2 and the calendar year in Melbourne.
Yep.
Beautiful part of the world. My hometown.
Really?
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting down there and celebrating with the community down there as well. Of course, the pickleball community around the world is just so unique, so special.
And growing every day.
Rapidly. Back to it here. Nice little comeback point there out of their timeout.
Yes. Potential momentum shift.
Oh, it's incredible battle speed there from Zach Grabovic.
Yes. Just out of reach for Wes.
Tough gig to do as well.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
He does have height. And a lot of pickleball experience.
To say the least. Okay, so there we go.
Catching Michaela a little bit low there. Hard ball to speed up.
Trying to work Mickey Hayat overtime. Keeps her composure, keeps her patient.
Absolutely.
We're going to get a quick score update here for you guys. Zach Grabovic just using the bottle. Yushe Shea feels like she recognised the shot that was coming in potential. You can see her just grimacing and talking to herself about maybe the shot she should have taken. But, yeah, look, to be honest, split-second decisions. One of the hardest skills in pickleball.
Zach not letting up. And Michaela with the finish there. Great setup.
Rally.
Yeah, great setup by Zach there for Michaela.
Locked and level now, 7 points apiece.
Unforced error. Side out here at 8. This is a match 2-15, win by 2.
So this is, different format. The back end side of the draw. We'll play a rapid paced game. Fast format, of course, side out pickleball. Sorry, points on serve, side out pickleball. But we race to 15.
Race to 15.
And we switch ends at the point of 8.
Yes.
Which play a very, very interesting factor. And we've seen as well the team of Grabovic and Hayet go really aggressive into the conditions. So like we said, from your screen, the camera down the court, that breeze is blowing down court, giving the advantage aggressively or offensively, I would say, from the far end of the court.
Right, so both Shea and Wes are going to be able to, give a little bit more pace on their balls. I think Zach and Michaela are going to have to, use these next couple points to adjust to that wind. I would suggest, maybe hitting at 60, 70%, just so that they can get a gauge.
Oh, miscommunication there. Is it really solid defense as well?
Right.
From Shea and Wes. And it's an interesting comment you make, bringing it back to 60, 70%. And, I would argue that Zach Grabovic's and Mickey Hayet's 60 or 70% is about my 120%.
Yes.
Speaking of.
Keeping control of the point.
Yeah, just not letting it get away.
Keeping Wes and Shea on their back feet.
That's an incredible shot down the line, turning the paddle inside out with a little flick, almost curling it like Beckham style to the corner.
Yes, it was perfect. Flawless.
The score update of 10-7 now. They're just turning it on right here. It's a slow start for them, but momentum-wise. It's all in Hayet and Grabovic's favour.
And great
Stop
hands from Shea.
Did not make one step in that entire rally. Shea was just like, here's my spot,
ground.
here's my stance,
Yeah.
I'm going to be strong.
Fearless
Almost a
right there at
yoga
the
pose.
kitchen line.
It's because she was moving. She took a couple of steps while she went to play that shot. That's the issue right there.
This is true. Whenever
I've got
you
pickleball all figured out.
right. When you make contact with the ball, you want to be set. You don't want to be caught off balance. Wes there with an unforced error.
It is interesting, to the credit of the players, the athletic ability and the athleticism to make a shot, an incredible shot of that on the move. But the perception of the ball changes visually as Wes gets a fantastic nutmeg there for Grabovic.
Right. Perfect shot down the middle.
But yeah, stable-based, balanced. Yeah, it's a different conversation. Just wide.
Just wide. Great attempt. Great idea for Michaela trying to pull Shea out wide, so then opens up that middle court.
And a point on the board there. Much needed for you, Shea and Wes Gabrielson.
And punishing that pop-up right there.
That's a great shot. Very well set up play as well.
Yeah.
From the serve. Placement deep to the court. And ball just sailing long as well. And you see the breeze just holding that ball nice and steady. Oh, Dave Ziegler, Grabovic gets it.
Yes.
Breeze really kicks up here mid-rally.
What a point.
Unbelievable stuff. You can't be too unhappy with yourself if you're Grabovic or Hayet in that rally.
Absolutely
Just
not.
stay alive after a shot like that.
That is a fantastic point. You saw a little bit of everything there, and you really saw Wes there just going for a high percentage shot twice down the middle until he secured the point.
Yeah, absolutely. So timeout has been called. We'll take this time as well to thank our major sponsors and partners of the Brisbane Championships here at the PPA Pickleball Tour Australia. Of course, the naming rights sponsor, Joola, the next generation in pickleball equipment. Engage Pickleball, premium performance paddles. Franklin, the official ball of Pacific Pickleball. Heaps Normal, it is alcohol-free beer supporting everyday legends. 6-0 high-performance equipment, accessories and equipment. And of course, Stockland Halcyon Communities. We appreciate all their support jumping on board Season 1 of the PPA Pickleball Tour here in Australia. And of course, supporting the Brisbane Championships in style. If you are viewing from all around the country or the world, chuck a post on social media. Make sure you do tag at ppatour.australia or mlp.australia. Oh, almost got a ball into the commentary booth. Almost ready for it. Back to it here off the timeout. An incredible first rally. So just like that, it was a 13-8 scoreboard, and Wes and big run of points from Uche and Wes.
What
Uche, what a step in twice. Taking control and demanding that ball.
Absolutely. Solid. Not allowing someone to hit it through her.
So we do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Just getting a quick score update. So 11-12. We had to score a couple of points adrift.
And the wind influencing that ball there, blowing it away from Michaela.
So still 11-12. And ball goes wide.
Close game here.
All locked up again, 12 apiece. Magic number of 15 to take this match. And now advantage. Hayet Grabovic. Timeout called on the far side of Gabrielson. And Shea again. There's an incredible semi-final happening on the far court as well. You can probably hear the commotion in the background ever so slightly. But Jas, what a tournament the Brisbane Championships has been. And talking about the depth, you had a couple of swings this weekend as well?
Yes, I did play women's singles, and I got to play women's doubles with the Aces captain, Venice.
Incredible athlete.
Yeah.
Super fun person too. That would have been a time on the court.
She's the sweetest. I love it. It was
Amazing.
such a pleasure to share the court with her.
Amazing. And you're originally from LA. I mean, you've got plenty of background. You've got South American.
So I am originally from Southern California. I am first-generation American. My father is from Cuba, and my mom is from Samoa.
Amazing. Culturally rich is what you are. Yeah. Welcome to Australia. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Hope you're having a time.
Okay, let's get back into this.
Absolutely. Fast pace, straight off the timeout.
Great point. And
Uche.
I think she set that up really well. Zach, he's really looking to use his forehand in the middle there, and Shea just was able to just put it right behind him in his backhand. Perfect spot to set up that point. Just short there.
Super interesting time. What's happening here on court.
Wind's blowing some debris on the court.
12 serving 13. Second server. Pick up.
What a great dig.
Wide and point. That brings us to 13. Crunch time now.
Oh, yes. This is a huge point.
Ball goes wide.
And now we have a serving for the match here. A little pressure.
Shea gets it done.
Wow, getting it done there. Wes and Shea finishing on top. What a close match, though.
Oh, an incredible match. And it could have gone either way the entire game as well, which We were talking about the depth of the competition, the excitement of the individual players and pairings across the tour and this Brisbane Championships, and that is a showcase right there. Some of the best athletes going head-to-head all the way down to the wire as well.
Absolutely. And I just would love to compliment Shay. She did not back down from the kitchen, especially in those fast firefights, with Zach in there. And so props to her being very, very brave.
Yeah, big energy from that combination. So they've battled their way into a bronze medal playoff. Congratulations to Wes Gabrielson and you, Shay. That'll conclude this stream here on court. We're going to bring you, we believe, the mixed open doubles gold medal game here on centre court. We're looking forward to the PPA Pickleball Tour Australia Brisbane Championships gold medal match final coming your way. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your support here courtside and around Australia and the world. Once again, my name is Ben Abbott. Jazz, Al McGear, appreciate you being on side once again. Tune in very, very shortly for the next round of fantastic pickleball action.
More pickle. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to you. This is the PPA Pickleball Tour Australia Brisbane Championships here in the beautiful Redcliffe Tennis Centre. We are in sunny Queensland on the east coast of Australia, and once again, it is turned on. Day 3 of competition, and presenting to you is the mixed open doubles. I believe backdraw bronze medal match, something along those lines. And we're looking forward to getting things underway here. My name is Ben Abbott, your lead caller here this afternoon. Joining me courtside is the lovely, the wonderful Mr. Adam Hall. Welcome to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you so much, Ben. Happy to be here, my friend. It's been a beautiful day here at Redcliffe Tennis Centre so far. We're looking forward to this match getting underway between Wesley Gabrielson and Uche versus Lucas Pascoe and Katie Hart.
Yeah, very, very exciting game coming before you on this Showcourt number 2. Looking forward to getting things well underway as they go through the final discussions and preparations on court with our fantastic official who, by the way, all the officials have done such a fantastic job all weekend long, and we commend them on their efforts. And, of course, Adam, there's been plenty of action across the weekend, and it all comes down to day 3. We've had our men's and women's singles finals done and dusted, our champions crowned. We've had our doubles champions crowned. It's mixed doubles time, and then the final leg of the MLPA Tour this afternoon, kicking off at 2:30, where we're going to see a handful of some of the athletes on court battled out in our semi-finals and our championship finals later on this afternoon.
We certainly are, Ben, and this match is shaping up to be a brilliant one. We've got a nice flair of international players and local players. A couple of Gold Coast players here in Lucas Pascoe, Katie Hart, and Wesley Gabrielson all the way over from the United States. Hall of Fame in the pickleball. Just an absolute legend and gentleman of the sport.
You call him the Big FG, Big Friendly Giant. He's a lovely human. And he's the same lovely human on court. He's just really, really good at pickleball at the same time. So kind of annoying to play against, I would say.
If this is your first time watching Wesley Gabrielson, be ready for when he switches hands. Very accomplished on both sides of his body. Often plays predominantly with his left hand. But when that ball goes overhead, he will change hands, and he can overhand slam with the right with a lot of power.
Absolutely. Little simple things as well as he serves with his right and rallies with his left until, you say that high ball. You never know. Underway here. Good little rally to kick things off. The speed up there from, where's Gabrielson? Just taking charge early.
Well, great little defensive dig in that one from Katie Hart. But great work there by Wesley Gabrielson just to force her back. Hart having to take steps back away from the kitchen. Just allowing Gabrielson to put more heat on that ball. Eventually too much heat.
Oh, Katie Hart looking for the corner. It's a good start here from Katie, though, as well. Confident start. She's had a few rough starts to her games and just come up firing business end of game 1 into game 2. And I think she'll be rather happy with herself so far.
Well, she played an extraordinary dream breaker in the MLP format last night, Ben.
Yeah, that was all time. That was absolutely all time. As that ball just sails wide.
We've got a young star on the court too in Lucas Pascoe, her partner. Number 1 pick, of course, in the MLP Australia format. Unfortunately fell ill yesterday and could not compete. Seems all right today, but maybe a little lethargic, working his way through the draw. Looking for a tournament victory in this one. Uche getting down low. Just forcing it between the legs of Katie Hart there. Katie unable to dig out that one. And that double hand backhand from Lucas Pascoe to set up a heavy topspin ball. Just forcing Uche there to pop one up to Katie Hart. Great counter attack by Uche there. Sideline winner. There's a bit of the wind at the back of Uche and Gabrielson here. They're going to use that to their advantage, but they also got to be mindful of it. Don't want to hit the ball too hard, otherwise it could go too long. Great reset by Lucas Pascoe.
Looking for the line flick, doesn't come off. Wes thinks he got away with that one. He's just made eye contact and a cheeky smile to us in the commentary booth here courtside. We've got the best seats, but it gives the opportunity for the players to get in amongst it as well.
Gabrielson always looking like he's having fun. Obviously not his first tournament, won't be his last either.
That ball goes wide. Good pressure here from Katie and Lucas there. Starting to find a good defensive groove, and they're really owning their chemistry again. On cue, Katie Hart with the speed up. Good power. Full stretch.
Enjoying some heavy hitting from Katie Hart. Speaking earlier with Dylan Kimlin about just how she's at such an advantage with her height and strength. She can hit really hard, but unfortunately she pops that one up and Uche deals with it. Nice.
Uche was red hot last game. To qualify for this game here, her kitchen defense was next level. Almost impenetrable.
Well, these two play together in the Aces, so they do know each other relatively well.
Great awareness there, Katie Hart. Matrix-like reflexes, happy to watch it sail beyond that baseline. Going to get a quick score update for you there.
Well, Wesley Gabrielson probably count himself a little unlucky there. That off the paddle looked like it was a perfectly executed shot, but the wind got involved and just sailed it a bit too long there.
Hammer from Katie Hart. That's her game. That's her style. You mentioned it, Adam, as well. You had a bit of a chat to her as well on your podcast earlier this weekend.
We did. Slam Jam, the podcast. She was our special guest in the lead up to this event. The captain of the Eastern Rush, 20 years of age. Really lovely girl.
Yeah, I mean, you can see some personality on the court right now. She's having a good giggle as mid-rally Uche was getting absolutely peppered by Lucas Pascoe and just gets cleaned up. And Katie heard the reaction there and couldn't help but just have a bit of a giggle. Just enjoying the time as they all are out there.
Yeah, and probably a good one for Lucas Pascoe to play with. Definitely Lucas Pascoe isn't the fiery type of player. Very well measured. Katie Hart looking to inspire her teammate with some beautiful shot making and encouraging his.
Starting to see a couple of errors as well from Katie and Lucas, purely into the net. They haven't done a lot out the back, but the inconsistent breeze right now will be absolutely playing that factor. And they can afford to be a little bit more aggressive, I would say, into the conditions, which are into the camera, into your screen space. And as you see, Wes Gabrielson just take full command on the top of his reach. But, yeah, I feel like they could probably shoot their shot a little bit deeper into the defensive space of Wes and Uche. What an adjust that was from Lucas, but Wes capitalises, knowing the off-balance players of Lucas and Katie.
We spoke about Uche's defence, and we just saw it on display there. Just plays such a good defensive supporting role, and Wesley Gabrielson really taking some space on that court, left and right. Executing shots so purely at the moment.
Lovely lob there from Uche, just out of reach, almost perfection with the weight on the shot. Wow, that is why this man is a Hall of Famer. We go to the mid-set break. And a healthy score advantage to you, Shay and Wes. 8. Hart, Pascoe to Adam. What are you seeing, my friend? Obviously, you're having a quick interaction there as well with Wes. Can't help himself, can he?
Well, Wes just hit a beautiful down-the-line winner against Lucas Pascoe. And Lucas Pascoe is very proficient on his backhand, so he could probably consider himself pretty happy to make that against Pascoe, but Pascoe just not prepared for it. Gabrielson really has been the one that's been calling the shots in this one, Ben. He's definitely dictating play, and Uche is playing such a fabulous role next to him to allow him the space. Certainly, a lot of the tactical play will come from Wesley Gabrielson and his experience, but Uche performing so well. And Katie Hart on the other end, she's made some big shots. She's going to need to help get her side back to level pegging if it's to be. And maybe just seeing a bit of the win factor now that they've changed ends there, Ben. Wesley Gabrielson looked like he hit that ball nicely, but just didn't come over the net. Interesting now, he's putting these ones quite high. So what we see here from someone with so experienced is just trying to adjust to the conditions. That's better from Gabrielson. Really well done.
He used the conditions there as well. Love little slice, dipping into the conditions. Obviously the spin, backspin on the ball will help that ball dive a little bit quicker. Uche kitchen defense.
Well, Uche there, the one that keeps them in the point. Just that defense to pop the ball back up, make it so hard for actually Katie Hart to attack that one because it sort of stood up in the wind. Well done there by Gabrielson to let that one go.
Yeah, great court awareness there. Obviously all the experience shining through simply by letting the ball fly.
Didn't take Gabrielson long to adapt to these conditions. Wow.
Yep. Conditions have been adapted to. That's a lovely thread of the needle through the middle.
Really dictating play here. You can see it just with his court presence. Taking the middle of the court, using his left hand, not letting anything go through the middle.
Temptation there from Gabrielson twice now. He draws the error this time from Pascoe. Again, the breeze just playing the factor just out of reach of the full stretch swing.
Huge factor there, Ben.
And ball sails wide.
When you have the breeze behind your back, you don't need to use all the power that you've got. You need to use all the precision that you've got. Otherwise, balls are going to go too long. Wesley Gabrielson very complimentary of Katie Hart there, just placing it at the feet of Uche. Was a good shot. Oh, the backspin on that return of serve by Gabrielson just puts Pascoe in a spot of bother. He got a paddle to it, but he could not get that one back over.
Well, there's the paddle switch. We saw the change of hands, and he had to. He was forced with a really, really good shot there from Katie Hart. And the score update now of 4 serving 10. Still Gabrielson and Uche in control. Pascoe sends it wide.
Pascoe just looking to insert himself on this contest, just trying to take a ball off Katie Hart there where maybe he should have let Katie Hart rip it. She is a left-hander, so you don't need to take the other side of the court as much when you're playing with a right-to-left combination. Katie very well equipped to handle her own balls.
Just wide. That was tempting, that sideline. Fantastic attempt. Really good shot. Great serve. Speed up from Uche again. Just planting her feet on that kitchen line. Speeding it up, cross court, drawing the error. Gabrielson hard down the middle.
Well, Gabrielson's efficiency at the moment is high 90% range. Not many errors hit off his paddle. That ball too high by Uche and dealt with by Lucas Pascoe. Gabrielson could not get out of the way of it quick enough. And Lucas Pascoe, just a nice little apology there. Such a nice young man is Lucas Pascoe. Oh, that backhand. And he apologises again for executing one of the best shots we've seen him play in this game.
100%, but the credit for that point has to go to Katie. 100% her kitchen defense just then. She was being peppered time and time and time again. She kept that ball alive, and the opportunity presented itself for Pascoe. Like you say, for the shot of the game, just hard and flat at Wes Gabrielson. We got a timeout called from Gabrielson and Uche, and is this a determining factor? Is the momentum shifting? Is that a challenge point for Wes and Uche, or they just need a mental reset?
They just wanted to slow it down, slow down the momentum. I mean, they've got a really nice lead here. Don't think they'd be too worried, to be honest, about where that point ended. It was just a really good shot at the end of the day by Lucas Pascoe, which he is capable of. A pacey backhand winner. That now is an opportunity for Katie Hart and Lucas Pascoe to accumulate some points. Gonna need to. Great defense.
Wow, headshot here from Lucas Pascoe. It's a fantastic reflex, and Katie's all smiles.
I reckon that's about 3 Christmas cards he's looking at sending Wesley Gabrielson now. It's the third time he's got him.
Minimum. So we've had a score update, and we have seen it flick over to within 2. Potentially 1. We're going to get another, 10, 12, 2. Dipping shot again, just slicing that ball, skinning across the surface, and of course the breeze keeping it down.
Very gusty right now, Ben. That ball just absolutely dying into the wind. Look at that ball just slow right up. Oh.
Katie, kitchen foul.
Katie Hart is completely dumbfounded by that call. She looked down at her feet. She hadn't moved, and there was inches between her feet and the kitchen line.
Of course, any contact with the line as well is an automatic illegal play. So we've got a timeout called by Katie and Lucas, as Wes and Uche will just go to their separate quarters.
Really mature call, I have to say, by Katie Hart here. She is fiery little wild thing. Just showing a bit of maturity here and looking to call the timeout just so she can compose herself.
It's an exciting development in a young player's career. Understanding your athletic ability, your skill sets, and then figuring out where your mental game needs to be at the highest level. And she has made those developments. Even in this weekend alone, we've seen progression, which is exciting for the young Katie Hart.
So exciting for Australian pickleball too.
Let's tape it go. So with a score update, we do apologise. We couldn't quite keep up. But Wes Gabrielson and Uche will take that game. 15 to about 10 or 11. We can't confirm. We do apologise once again. But an incredible game does come to an end. And Adam, your thoughts, my friend, on that process and that game there?
Well, Wesley Gabrielson and Uche, they certainly had all the play there. Did a fabulous job to mount such a lead in that one. The change of ends, bit of difficulty reading the conditions initially by Wesley Gabrielson. It was really quite good to watch him adjust his returning of serves into the wind, and eventually he got it right. And then they just looked to carry on with that lead. And interesting call there in the kitchen that unsettled, I think, Katie Hart. Lucas Pascoe played some nice shots, but certainly Katie Hart was the more aggressive of players, and they went down, but great match. I thought there was some really good hitting in there and some great combination moves, great resets.
Probably a little bit more experience shining through in the long run there, and composure. And that just comes down to time in the sport, time on the court, and even your chemistry with your partner as well. But Adam, we'll call it there, my friend. An incredible game does come to an end here on court number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, pickleball fans of Australia, the world, and the Pickleverse, we thank you once again for tuning in. It is the PPA Pickleball Tour Australia Brisbane Championships. Another match done and dusted here on day 3 in Redcliffe. Appreciate your time. Join us shortly for the next couple of matches coming your way. Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the PPA Australia Pickleball Tour here in Brisbane for the championships of Season 1. This is the mixed doubles, open doubles bronze medal game here on Showcourt number 2. And we're looking forward to welcoming all of you into this fantastic matchup we have between these two teams. Before we get into introducing you to these fantastic players on court, my name is Ben Abbott. I will be your lead caller here this afternoon, and joining me courtside for the first time this weekend, my friend, we welcome you, Mr. Aaron Ballroom Blitz. How are you, sir?
Very good. It's been some exciting pickleball this weekend, and this is going to be even better.
Absolutely. Could not have said it better myself. And already into it here with a really, really healthy exchange. And we just see this combination here of Wes Gabrielson and Yu Shea. They're taking on a rather new pairing, Aaron, as well.
Yes, well, I played Wes and Uche this morning, first round, so I gave them a good warm-up. That's hence why they're into the bronze medal match.
I see. Oh, Jay gets up and just sends it long.
Wes is going to be super crafty through this whole match. You never know what ball he's going to hit.
You also never know what hand he's going to use when he hits it, because he is a interchangeable defender on the court as Roos van Rijk, the Dutch international, coming to our shoreline and has been an impressive performer, not only in the PPA Pickleball Tour here in Australia, but also for the Northern Crocs in the MLP Australia events of the previous rounds. So we believe a timeout called here. Maybe a referee timeout or something. The players have just come together in the middle, and we'll actually got a referee courtside with us.
Janet's the head referee, so she has to call timeout if there's an issue on another court to address a claim over there that they called that. So that's nothing on this.
So for context of that timeout just then, our current referee on court is Janet, and she is our head referee of the weekend, Aaron. And so there's a little bit of an altercation or something happening on another court, which we just needed confirmation on the direction to move forward. But anyway, returning our focus back here, I'm going to get a quick score update for you very, very shortly as well. Couple of hammers here from Jay and Rose, and just dropping it short this time is you, Shay.
I think Rose moving pretty well here. She rolled her ankle earlier, so she's been hobbling around. Wow.
Points right now here for the Hall of Famer, Wes Gabrielson, and
The Hoff.
the Hoff. The Hoff.
That's what we're calling him.
I love it. Oh, Yushe again has been solid all day here on court on that kitchen line. This time just not quite getting on top. We called him the Hoff earlier. I called him the BFG, the big friendly giant. Lovely human off the court. Not saying he's not a lovely human on court, but I have yet to face him in the pickleball space. Firefight, bang.
Bang. Yeah, he's a wonderful guy off the court, and he's been helping a lot of us young guys to kind of figure out our own games.
We're getting confirmation of the score, the service order as well there. It's 0-7-5, and they're on the board. There's Rose and Jay. A little bit of fire as well. They're happy to see the number one tick over. Oh, the angle there from Rose. That was so close. And if you could see on the camera there, she knows just how close that shot was, Aaron.
Yeah, that win, I think, just kind of blew that one over a little bit.
It has been a talking point of today as well, the conditions here on the court, and it's an end-to-end breeze as well.
Yeah, Jay and Rose, the wind's definitely coming towards them, so they got to hit through the ball a little bit more here.
Wes is just too solid. You get him into a firefight, you just got to either chuck it at his feet or just avoid him entirely.
His hands are so quick and clean. That's why he's one of the most decorated pickleballers in the world at the moment.
So 6-1-2 scoreboard. Again, back and forth we go. Love from the net and the unapologetic hand apology.
The pickleball gods, as I like to say.
He's been saying his prayers, obviously paying off for him.
Yeah, too solid. The reach he can get, that left hand and right hand, because he can play those both, is just incredible. Like, you just can't hit the ball up above hip height
And he's
anywhere on the court.
One of his biggest weapons is his size. So he's quite a tall human. His wingspan's quite good, and as you mentioned, he's a left and a right-hander. You know, what's your approach? He's one of your idols, one of the guys you look up to, but you take it on a guy who's got both hands and paddles. What do you do?
Very good question. I still haven't worked that out myself at the moment, but look, you just got to keep him honest. I think you just got to go back behind him and just hope that he can still flick up a ball from there. But he's just rock solid. He's just going to get that ball back into the kitchen, make you play. And you can just get him to the side so you can hopefully open up the female, even though Yushay's a great player in herself.
Loving the conversations and the insights of the mixed open doubles. In the sense of, the male player on the court is usually your more dominant and tries to take more of the offensive ball. And the female athlete is your defender and the role player within the pairing. And not often the case. You got the big, strong, athletic builds of Katie Hart as well, who can step in and absolutely take on the game in her own right. And the likes of
Katie's definitely the hardest hitter out of everyone, man or woman, at this event.
Fiery cat too. Love watching her on court. But yeah, we see Rose and Jay just pick up, I believe, another point here. And some fire and emotion here on their side.
They'll work themselves into this match. They've played quite a few tournaments together.
Good speed up. Stepping in is Rose, but
So he just makes them play that extra ball.
We're talking about that as well. If you would agree, Aaron, you're a part of the scene here in Australia, mate, but the pickleball scene in Australia is quite an aggressive approach. People want to get in the point and finish it off sooner rather than later, but the styles vary across the court. That is incredible sharp shooting there from Rose Van Rijk. What a turn.
I think the game style has just evolved, I think, globally in the last 12 months. It used to be that soft thinking game, but now the new paddles and the athletes that are in the sport right now, everything's just quickened, and it's unbelievable. Like, I had a shoulder surgery last year and I was out of the game for like 5 months, and I come back and everyone's just whipping everything.
No way. Off the body. So the point will go the way of Rose and Jay. As it just clips the body part of Wes Gabrielson. I was going to say, how's the defense right now here from Wes and Yushai is. Love the animation.
They're both using the win really well here. Like, Jay and Rose need to try and dominate from this end with the win behind their back.
Absolutely. Tickles the tape on the way through. Speed up here from Wes.
I feel like they're definitely still hitting too many balls to Wes here. I think they've got to, if they're going to go to him, they need to be going to his right side, keep him off the court a little bit, open up to Yushai.
So we see the scoreboard. They switch of ends at 8 points. Of course, this backdraw match, they only play to 15, and the traditional scoring, what a lob that is. Traditional scoring of 20 points on serve. Fast speed up again. Where's fired up here?
Rose a little bit uncomfortable here with their ankle.
Yeah, a little bit of tape supporting that space as well, just coming off. So dismantled that. Reese catching that one. Misconnection on the paddle there for Yushai. So scoreboard at 8-3. Oh, incredible drop shot. Lob. Just long.
Ooh, just wanted the wind to bring that one back.
Yeah, a little bit gusty, but playing the conditions well.
There it is. This is the first time I've played at this venue, and I have heard in the grapevine it's always windy here, so you've got to expect that coming to this event.
We are only about 500 metres off the shoreline here in Redcliffe, off the bay. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place, Redcliffe. And the venue itself, outside of the breeze, is a fantastic venue for our PPA Pickleball Tour Australia and the Major League Pickleball Australia as well.
Yeah, well, the last few events too, we've played on some tape courts and obviously pickle roll in the finals. So it's been amazing to play on the purpose-built court here.
Oh, looking for the angle. You can see the net on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. It is blowing away from your screen, and that is just a tale of how the conditions are here on court. So playing a factor on both sides, but you would argue that Gabrielson and Yushai are acclimatising a little bit better with the hammer here from Yushai.
Who needs Wes when you got Yushai putting away balls like that?
Quick score update, 10-3. Great duck. Whether it was a purposeful leave or not, Yushai will take it.
Just might need to pull out the helmet after that one, I think.
Well, last game, as we see a timeout called here from Rose and Jay. Last game, it was Wes, Yushai against Katie and Lucas. And we mentioned the firepower that Katie has. It's actually Lucas who took a couple of scalps only on Wes. couple of body contacts and a cheeky little, I think it was a forehead contact as well. But as Wes does, just laughs it off and gets on with it.
Yeah, well, Lucas has probably got one of the fastest hands on the tour at the moment. Even though at 17, he slaps the ball. If you're going to hit it hard at him, it's going to come back 3 times harder.
Isn't he an exciting prospect? 17 years of age, the number 1 draft pick in this season for the Major League Pickleball Tour. And the young man, unfortunately sick yesterday, so he had to sit out that particular phase of the tournament. But an exciting prospect, which is leading to the next conversation, that the season number 2 coming our way in just under 2 months' time. Well, just over 2 months' time, really. The first round is in August, but the draft is in July 4th. We reset the whole stage. Who's your pick for number 1?
Look, out of all the females, I think Rose has been an absolute standout. So I can see her going one of the first couple of picks.
Yeah, the Dutch international, 22 years of age, 22 years young superstar already in her own right. Of course, representing the Northern Crocs and into the semi-finals here this afternoon for the MLP Australia. And a point on the board here, straight off the timeout. So we go to 12. Patient ball. Oh, pick up here from Rose twice. Tape tickler. Speed up and fire here from Rose Van Rieck. Incredible rally there, Aaron.
Those firefights, you really need to work hard to get it past Wes. We saw that in the men's final yesterday, him and Roman just dominating those firefights.
Oh, maybe not. Eat your words, sir, says Rose Van Rieck. It's a couple in a row here for the young gun from the Netherlands. They tick over point number 4. Solid defense from Jade. Push back to the baseline, though, and they draw the error from Rose. Deep serve. Good speed on the angle there from Yushai. Great chat. Communication precise as ever there from Wes Gabrielson. Couple of points to go here. 15 being the magic number there. They can get 2 points on serve here. There's one.
The Gus playing havoc here.
Absolutely. Really starting to pick up now, which will make this afternoon's third and final round of the MLP Australia very, very interesting. Oh, clips the tape and goes long.
The wind didn't help there.
Not at all. That will bring up a match point opportunity here for Wes and Yushai. Not to be. Side out to the go to their second server. Still another opportunity. Match point number 2. Oh, great shot.
Right on the baseline.
Feet, baseline, spot on, Aaron. That was incredible there. Undefendable almost. So a couple of match points saved. So they stay on 14, of course, winning your points on serve. All right, so those two rallies come to an end. Wes, Yushai on top, back on their serve. Match point number 3. great shot
Good
again.
shot.
That is their baseline right now, Aaron.
That's what's keeping them in the match here, right on the baseline.
I love that they're still backing their shots in, regardless of the scoreboard and the situation of match point. And they save too as well. The opportunity, Wes knows.
He couldn't swap to his other hand in time.
Ah, yes, that was the issue. How these guys, or how you, as well as a player, Aaron, keep up with the speed of pickleball is beyond me. As a commentator, I'm struggling to keep my eye on the ball.
Just try your best. That's all. That's what I do every single time. Here we go. Oh,
Body line shot. No apology there from Wes. A bit personal.
part of the game. Part of the game. And sometimes hard to see coming out of the shadow too.
Absolutely, yeah. Great point. Oh, there's a right hand, but he sends it long.
It's a great dink cross court.
I was going to say, really good pace off that shot from Rose. Use the angle. Sped it up ever so slightly. Oh, what a return that is. Again, just the action of the slice backhand. Keeping it low, skidding across the surface. So match point number 4. Can they get it done here?
Wow.
Yes, they can. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Shea and Wes Gabrielson getting it done. 15 points to 4. In dominant fashion, they were pushed at the tail end of that game there, Aaron, but never looked like they were out of control.
No, I think Jay and Rose kind of found a little bit of rhythm. They just couldn't get any points on their serve. Look, that's sometimes how the ball rolls. You feel like you're in the game a little bit and you just can't get it on your serve. I think Jay's having a discussion with the umpire here about something, but look, unbelievable stuff by Wes and Uche. There's another medal for Wes. He's had a fantastic weekend so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, that wraps things up here on Showcourt number 2. And potentially that might be the last stream of the day. But you know what? Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate your viewership here across Australia, the world, and the Pickleverse for the PPA Pickleball Tour right here in Redcliffe. My name is Ben Abbott. A pleasure as always. Aaron Ballroom Blitz, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
All good. Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Of course, tune in this afternoon on the live stream as well for the Major League Pickleball Australia event. Semi-finals from 2:30 p.m. on the live stream channels, and you can keep up to date with all the latest results on our social media pages, Instagram at mlp.australia and ppatour.australia. Thank you for joining us once again. We'll see you on the next one.
Can't get you off.